Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of data structure. In this video, we'll discuss the methodology of merge sort. Now, before going to the functionality of merge sort, let us understand what is actually merging is all about. So, in simple term, merging means combining two sorted lists into one sorted list. That means we have two lists and both are sorted. We have to combine these two sorted lists into a final sorted list, which is my resultant one. But the problem is, how we'll know that these two lists are sorted list? Because technically, if you'll understand, somebody will give you some random values and you have to apply more sort. Nobody will give you the sorted values and they will tell that you have to finally merge into the final list. Some random array of elements will be given and you have to apply more sort. Okay, so through this video we'll understand or we'll clearly do the step by step solution ki how to apply more sort on a random array. Okay, so before going to more sort, let us understand what is sorting is all about. Sorting is nothing but it's an process which makes the unordered collection of values into a ordered one. Okay, so through this diagram you can realize there are some random values are there. You have applied some mechanism which we are telling that this is a sorting mechanism and you are getting the values in order. Okay, so this sorting process in this video will apply merge sort. So how we will apply merge sort, you have to understand through a example which we will be doing that step by step. Okay, now if you want to technically understand the theoretical concept of merge sort, this is nothing but it follows the principle of divide and conquer. In last video of quicksort we have told that what is the meaning of divide and conquer. Okay, so basically if you try to understand the meaning, there is a large problem, you are not getting the solution of the problem, so you are dividing the entire problem into smallest unit of problem, and then individually for every smallest unit you are finding the solution, and then what you are doing, you are combining all the solutions into a single solution which is the solution of the original problem. That is known as my divide and conquer. Okay, so in merge sort we will apply the principle of recursively sorting the sublist. Now let us forget about these keywords because these are some different types of buzzwords, we don't know what is that. So let us understand through example, again we will come to the definition of merge sort. Okay, so for our understanding, let us assume we are having an array, and in my array, I have some values like 12, 8, 9, 13, 11, 5, 4, one more, let us 18. Okay, so here the index is starting from 0. As we know that the array index starts from 0. Okay, so for better understanding, let us assume 0 is my starting one and 7 is my ending one. Okay, so the principle of merge sort says that you have to find the mid position. How to find mid position? This is start plus end by 2. Okay, so if you will apply the same thing, this will be 0 plus 7 by 2, which is 3. Okay, so as this is computer science and integer by integer always gives integer, so 7 by 2 will give you 3. Okay, so that means this 3 is my mid position. Okay, so merge sort says that you have to apply divide and conquer. But first of all, let us divide the array. So how will divide the array? You have to divide the array from the beginning, means from starting to mid, one array. Then from mid plus one to end, another array. Okay, so that means my first list will contain 12, 8, 9, and 13. The second list will contain 11, 5, 4, and 18. The index will be 0, 1, 2, 3. This will be 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So forget about the previous, the main array. Now we got two arrays and we have to apply the same principle again. That means the starting index is start here and this is my end. For this array, 4 is my starting one and 7 is my ending one. Okay. So let us apply the same principle to the first list. You have to apply or you have to find out mid. How to find mid? 0 plus 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is 1. So this is my mid position 1. So how will divide? Again the same principle from beginning to mid one list. Again mid plus 1 to end another one. So my first list will contain 12 and 8 and this will be 9 and 13. So if I'll give the index, this will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. So like the previous step, this will be my start, this is end, this will be start and 3 will be end. Okay. Now apply the same principle again to the first list, 0 plus 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is 0. So that means this is my mid position. How to divide? From beginning to mid, one array, mid plus 1 to end, another array. So this will be 12, this will be 80. And this will be 0, this will be my 1. Okay. Now you can check here. Just keep my words here. I can divide the array into single unit of values. That means minimum 2 elements are required to divide an array into the further step. How I will know that there are 2 elements are there in my array? Start is less than end. Because for this particular last one, here start is also 0 and end is also 0. That means if start is equal to end, that means a single element is present in my array. Similarly, here the start and end both points to 1. That means a single value is present. Okay. Now you can understand that 12 is present alone in the list and that itself is a sorted list because there is no one to compare with 12. Similarly, whenever 8 is present in its own list, 8 is called as a sorted list because there is no one to compare with 8. Okay. If I'll apply the same principle to 9 and 13, I have to find the mid. So this will be 2 plus 3 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2. So that means this 2 is my mid. Okay. So if I'll divide this array, this will become 9 and 13. Index will be 2 here and 3. Okay. Now the first list is divided into smallest unit of problem. Now let us consider the second one. So here, if I'll find the mid, this will be 4 plus 7 by 2 because starting one is 4 and ending one is 7. So 4 plus 7, 11 by 2 is 5. So that means this fifth index is known as my mid index. So from starting to mid, one array, that means 11 and 5 will be in one array, mid plus 1 to end in another array. That means here it is 4, 5, 6 and 7. Again, apply the same principle. This is start, this is end, this is start and this is end. If you will apply the same principle of finding the mid, this array will be again subdivided into 11 and 5. This will be again subdivided into 4 and 18. This is what the process of division in merge sort. That means the original problem we have not sorted. So we are not getting the solution directly to the original array. So for that, you have divided the entire array into single unit of problem. Now if you think every value is an array, and that itself is a sorted array. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are combining the adjacent elements to make it more sorted. Okay, now the first element 12 will be compared with 8. 12 is less than equal to 8? No. So 8 will come first, after that 12 will come. Similarly, 9 less than equal to 13? True. So 9 will come here, 13 after that. 11 is less than equal to 5? No. So 5 will come first, then 11. 4 is less than equal to 18? True. So 4 will come first, 18 after that. So let us give the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now again, you have to combine, because the process you have to do repeatedly, the same process. Okay, and the definition that we have told earlier, कि merging means combining of two sorted list into one another sorted list. Now if you think this is a sorted list, this is another sorted list, you are merging or you are combining the two sorted list into another list. Okay, so the first value of the first list will be compared with the first value of the second list. 8 less than equal to 9. True. So 8 will come here. Once 8 will come, next time 12 will be compared with 9. 12 less than equal to 9, false. So 9 will come. After that, 12 will be comparing with 13. 12 less than equal to 13, true. So 12 will come. Okay. Now you check the condition here. Once, whenever you are comparing two sorted list and one list, all the values are already present in the third list, then the rest of the values, whatever is available in the second list, will only be copied to the resultant, because there is nothing to compare with the rest of the values. Okay, so this will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, similarly, if I'll combine these two, then 5 less than equal to 4, false. So 4 will come. After that 5 will be compared with 18. 5 less than equal to 18, true. So 5 will come here. After that 11 less than equal to 18, true. So 11 will come. That means one list is over. So whatever the rest of the values are there, it will only be copied to the resultant, because there is nothing to compare the rest of the values. Okay. Now coming to the final step, you are combining these two lists so that we'll get the final one. Okay. Now check. 8 less than equal to 4, false. So 4 will come here. After that 8 will be compared with 5. 8 less than equal to 5, false. So 5 will come. 8 less than equal to 11, true. 8 will come. 9 less than equal to 11, true. 9 will come. 12 less than equal to 11, false. So 11 will come. 12 less than equal to 18, true. So 12 will come. 13 less than equal to 18, true. 13 will come. After that 18 will come. Okay. So you have to compare one value from list 1 with another value of list 2. Any value which is lesser than the other value will come to the resultant. Okay. After that, the sequence will continue till we are not getting the final sorted list. Okay. So that means in merge sort, what we are doing, there are two sorted lists are there, and you are combining or you are merging the two sorted list to get the final sorted list. This is what the definition we have told earlier. And what we have done in this example, we have done recursively. That means repeatedly the same process we have followed. We have applied the merging process to every sub list to find the final list, and we have followed the process of divide and conquer. Okay, so I hope you have understood the process of merging, how you are dividing, how you are combining to getting the final sorted list. Okay, now let us come to this definition. Now you can relate everything what we have told. So first what we are doing, you are recursively sorting the sub list. Yes or no? By using divide and conquer principle. Now you can relate what you have done in the example. The same process you are repeating for the sub list by using divide and conquer. Okay. So merge sort follows three simple steps. What are the simple steps? You have to divide the unsorted list. Definitely the first given list is the unsorted list into sub list. Till what? Each containing one element, because the one element is the sorted one. Then what you need to do? You have to take adjacent pairs of two singleton list. One value you have to combine so that the merging process can occur, which will keep list of two elements. Minimum two elements are required. And you have to repeat the same process till you are not getting the single sorted list. Okay, so that's why I have not told the steps earlier before we have discussed the problem. Okay, but once we have discussed the problem, now all these steps you can relate to. These are very easy to understand once you have understood the problem. Okay, so I hope you have understood the process. Once again you can do the problem by yourself so that you can relate ki what is the three steps meaning. Okay, so this particular example already we have done. Also I have added one more value. So this step whatever is represented in the diagram, the same process we have followed in the rough work, and that is what you can understand in a better way. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video.